Alright, you guys, the first one I'm going to show you is something that, is good when you're watching TV or you've got something else going on. It's really just going to develop your right hand, and it's really a really good exercise for your alternate picking. One of my guitar teachers showed me this one, but it's not one that you want to do for a long time. It's not exciting or musical. It's clearly a technique, thing to practice. And it basically goes like this. You're going to do, you can pick any two strings, but I'm going to take the B string and the high E string right here. Right here. So even that, I was alternating my picking with every note, and that's what this exercise is. We want to alternate every pick, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, or up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But here's the trick. We're going to do 2 picks on the one string and 1 pick on the other string. Watch what happens when I do alternate picking. 2 on here, and then 1 there. And then when I do it again, so if you look carefully at that, you're going to see that I do 2 and 1. So it'd be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's alternating every time you switch a string. And like I said, you want to do that when you're waiting for a video to download or, a file to open, something like that. It's just a great thing, sitting on the couch, watching a movie. You could do 1 and 2. Vice versa. You can come up with your own thing. But I find that a great little technical exercise for your right hand that you don't, like I said, you don't want to do it for too long, but that is a really, really efficient way to get better with your alternate picking. So hang tight, and I got another exercise to show you coming up next. Alright, so that next exercise is another thing that's going to be really great for your right hand picking and also your left hand technique, as well as what I was playing there is called the chromatic scale. And basically what I was doing was I took this A note right here and I played every possible note through 1 octave, 2 octaves, and then I went back down. And so in other words, I'm not missing 1 note. They're all half steps from this A all the way up to this A. And I find that this one has helped me a lot connect some of my chromatic phrasing, with my blues and fusion-y kind of stuff. Knowing the chromatic scale has opened up some really cool, more jazzy sounds. Example like that. So what we want to do is we want to take, and I'm just doing it in A, but you can start on any note and do the same thing. It'll work the same way. We're going to take this note A with our index finger, and we're going to just go up half steps and alternate my right hand picking. Just like that. to get the next note, which is a half step up, that note right there, which is a C sharp, also exists right here on the 4th fret of the A string. So, we want to go like this. You scoot your index finger back and you do the same thing there. Then, to go a half step higher, we're going to do the same thing right there. Then, another shift to the 2nd fret. This is really cool though. It's my favorite spot of the chromatic scale is that we don't have to do that to the B string. It's tuned a half step different than the other strings. So to go a half step higher than our 5th fret on the G, we just go to the 2nd fret on the B. So up to that point, no shift. Now we shift again to the 1st fret on the high E, and we do that. And then we just slide it up a half step and we're at the root. Put it all together. And remember, alternate picking with the right hand. And you want to try and play it fluid with each note, you know, having the same amount of attack and also not having a pause to get to the next hand position. The next thing is to just go backwards, and we're going to go like that. We're going to do it a little different. This is the descending chromatic scale. Now we're going to do a finger shift. We're going to get our pinky on the 6th fret of the B string. And do the same thing. So, from A, no shift to the G string, so we just go to the 6th on the G. Same thing, shift to the 7th fret on the D string, 8th fret on the A string, 9th fret on the E string, half step slide, and you're there. Alright, for the next few modules, I'm going to talk about the minor pentatonic scale and the blues scale, and real, you know, exercises that can be real musical, things that you can turn into music and phrasing, and will help your music and phrasing right away. So I'm going to take just, you know, our classic A minor pentatonic scale here. You know, roots on the 5th. And this goes without saying that you should learn all the shapes of the pentatonic scales. I mean, if there's one thing that you could memorize that would help you in soloing, would be all the shapes of the pentatonic. It would be really, really helpful. And the first exercise I want to talk about with that minor pentatonic scale is literally just still alternate picking and just playing up and down the scale where you don't even have to think about it. that, you know, like in my dorm room in college, just over and over and over. And, you know, one way that would help your musicality is it's going to help your technique. But another thing is if you learn a phrase or a lick, you can always use that climbing up and down to extend your lines out or your licks. So if you had, you could extend it out. You know, it's always there. Or you know, all the positions that you know, playing back and forth. It's never going to be a waste to do that. Over and over with the alternate picking, and you could pick, you know, 2 strings like I did. You can do 3 strings. Hey, what's up you guys? Marty Schwartz here. Thanks for coming by and saying hello. Let me cut right to the chase. I want to give you a free blues guitar lesson. It's my Good Karma blues guitar lesson for you. So I put together a 34-minute long DVD quality guitar lesson, but I made it only for my most hardcore fans. Just as a thank you. Like I said, I call it my Good Karma blues guitar lesson. And on that lesson, what I do is that there's kind of a 3-step, it's like a 3-step module. So basically I teach you a really cool but easy to play 12-bar blues with only 2 guitar shapes that you're going to need. And we're going to break that down and learn how to play it. And then after that I teach, you know, the most basic soloing concepts, and then I teach you a handful of my favorite licks, and then at the very end of the module is a jam track for you to practice all the concepts at the very end. It's one of the best lessons I've ever put together, and it's totally free. Good Karma, that's it.